the hero with an unstoppable monster trapped inside them. Naruto has the Nine Tails, Ichigo has Hollow Ichigo, and a bunch of other things. Yuji Itadori is a walking Sukuna Airbnb. And my shonen manga series Apple Black is no different, but takes some creative liberties that help set it apart from the rest. Today we're diving into my take on the Inner Demon Trope, how it feels familiar in Apple Black, as well as how different and dangerous it is. Note that is most likely going to be a Volume 6 Kickstarter. You can go follow the Kickstarter page, take the house quiz, figure out what house you're going to be in. And if you think you're going to be a Day 1 backer and you want to look at the rewards, only for Day 1 backers, fill out the Google form. Day 1 backers also get a free preview of Volume 6. The Inner Demon is basically anime's favorite cheat code. Want instant drama? Just shove a nuke inside your hero's body and have them wrestle with it. Naruto's Nine Tails, a literal WMD fox sealed in a baby. Thanks, Papa. Ichigo's Hollow is a weird mirror that kind of wants to eat your soul. And then with Yuji, you have the worst demon king living rent-free inside your body. This trope usually creates the same kind of tension. We're all familiar with it, but it still works, doesn't it? The hero wants to use that power, but every time they do, there is risk of losing themselves, or at least some form of consequence doing so. Now, with most of these inner demon, they tend to be wild, crazy, not always, but wild, crazy, psychopathic beasts. But when my story takes a little bit of a turn is the main character's inner demon, if you will. It's not really a demon. In fact, it's more of a programmed, supernatural, sorcery-based Siri. Yes, like the phone. It works like a program. And then unlike all of the aforementioned beasts coming in with their rich history and lore, there is a lot more mystery as to what this inner demon is. We have Arodihs, branch of the Trinity, key of dreams, and the left arm of the god of sorcery, Merlin. Another thing that sets Arodihs apart is the gender. While still vague, it's not like I straight up call a he or she, but they're definitely not what you usually find or what most of the inner demons are so far. For the sake of the video, without spoiling things, we're just going to go with the she. There is a reason the design looks the way it does. One that I'm actually very proud of. How unique and slick and godlike it is. The usage of Halo. There is a purpose to all of the decisions that I've made so far. And I think it worked out, especially when you take into account the reviews of Apple Black Volume 4. Again, I'm not going to spoil too much. Hopefully you guys enjoy most of the stuff and get a lot of the goodies when you read the story. You can get volumes really anywhere manga is sold. Links in the description, or you can start reading Apple Black for free on Webtoon, thanks to our Saturday AM X Webtoon partnership. But the first time we meet Arodihs is inside Nirvana. You can learn about Nirvana and a lot about our power system in previous videos, but essentially it's a personal mental dimension, if you will. And I know what some of you are thinking. It's very domain expansion-y. But again, in the past videos, I explained that a lot of these ideas I thought about years ago. And I'm so happy it's timestamped so I can't be accused of anything. That said, even though there are similarities between Nirvana and domain expansion, there are definitely major differences that will allow you to explore when you read the series. But inside this particular Nirvana, one that Sano sort of kind of shears, this is where we meet Arodihs for the first time. A physical embodiment of his outer world arm. So essentially, a personification of his godlike arm. Think of it like a hyper-intelligent, sentient, sorcery-based AI. Born from ancient sorcery. Like if Jarvis from Iron Man wanted to play God and had zero chill, and had a touch of Dr. Manhattan to her. There are a lot more mysteries tied to Arodihs and the Trinity, and who programmed Arodihs, and why Arodihs is structured the way she is, and all of that. But I'm not gonna tell y'all. Why would I do that? Huh? Why would I do that? All you need to know is that whenever Arodihs takes over, or even lends some power, people get cooked. The connection that Arodihs has with Sano is also different from the connections you find with a lot of other inner demon tropes. Where here it is sort of female, sort of not, sort of Sano, sort of not, sort of sharing the same mind and world, sort of not. Again, it's confusing in that way on purpose. Like most of the other inner demons, looking at you, Sukuna, Arodihs is protective of Sano. Sano is an important vessel. Sano has a role to play in this world. Sano is the Trinity. So she is very protective, almost in a motherly way, and she's programmed to be that way. That said, I make sure to write things in such a fashion where all the tension isn't lost, where stakes are still available. where Sano still has agency as a character driving the story, where I'm writing things in a way that makes sure that I don't have to worry about having to nerf my character later on because I'm having so much fun creating this overpowered being. All of these things are taken into consideration to make sure the story is still filled with that fun shonen hype, while at the same time written carefully. And we don't have situations where the character is just broken and we don't have any fear of things going awry. And that's tied into a lot of the mysteries with Arodihs, how unreliable of a storyteller Arodihs is, which is kind of a little nod to why Sano even has these little white lies throughout the story here and there. If you've read Volume 4, you know what I'm talking about. At least you have an idea. This is actually some of the funnest parts of writing Apple Black. And even though Arodihs is kind of this soulless character, there are a lot of fun things I have in store that really add an extra layer of dynamism to the character. Given how strong they are, they're not always going to pull through and Deus Ex Machina save the day. There will always be consequence. All of this will be filled with so much fear to even touch or use or even speak to Arodihs. A lot of psychological warfare accompanied with consequence. Just thinking right now, there's a scene that I know is in the future of Apple Black that I cannot wait to share. I remember telling one of our distributor partners about this scene, and it was almost as if I pissed in her cereal, which is good for me. It's exactly what I want. That is the George R.R. Martin smiling in me. The Apple Black light novel surprisingly touches on a little bit about Arodihs. If you want to learn more secrets and Easter eggy stuff, definitely check that out. As well as the first time Arodihs kind of makes an appearance in the series, you have no idea how many DMs and messages I got about how peak those moments were. What Sano all of a sudden is capable of doing, I shouldn't even say Sano, it's really Arodihs. But the power is limitless. We've talked about this a little bit, but imagine if Dr. Manhattan wanted the smoke. I personally have always loved this trope, as well as all the OG inner demons, and I hope Arodihs can add in a very productive way to this rich history, especially when it comes to shonen anime. I really hope that the Key of Dreams, left arm of Merlin, the Holy Spectre, Arodihs, lives up to the hype. Y'all can let me know in the comments what your favorite Inner Demon Trope characters are. I can't talk too much about Black Clover because really I haven't watched it. I remember when it first came out, I read the first chapter of it. I haven't watched the anime or anything like that. Y'all can let me know if it's worth it as well. So yeah, the Inner Demon Trope is a classic, but I wanted mine to feel fresh, dangerous, beautifully designed, different. While all these guys are a little bit more chaotic and wild, we have something more calm and collected and calculated. Also, the fact that it's sort of an AI, but a woman at the same time is very unique, at least from my perspective, even with that motherly touch to it, almost weird, creepy, sort of. I have my symbolic and calculated reasons as to why Arodihs is designed the way she is, and I hope the story lives up to it. Leave your favorite Inner Demon Trope character in the comments. I would love to know. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about creating your own stories, check out the Patreon. Those help support the production on videos like this, as well as production on the manga itself. Don't forget to like this video, Holy Ghost smash the subscribe button, and hit the bell so you stay notified each time I upload absolutely anything. Turn on all notifications. Check out more videos as well as the playlist about Apple Black. Go read it on Webtoon, swipe manga, and I'm outie 9000.